What's going on, my wonderful second chance family, dialysis not your life family, kidney care coaching family, why not family? It is Monday. I hope you had a great start to your week this Monday. I know I'm a little late on my motivational Monday, but hey, that doesn't stop the grind. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with Fred Hill starting us off.
DINYL Nation. Dallas, that's not your life, Nation. Listen, second chance family. Listen, it's welcome, everyone to Motivation with Fred. I'm pumped up today. Listen, I want to say this. Those of you who saw me last week, we talked about overcoming setbacks, and I'm telling you that COVID, bronchitis, and pneumonia, oh my God, that thing is rough in my house with my wife and everything. I mean, that thing was rough, and I told you guys I was going to overcome it. And so, but I'm here today. I'm excited. I'm going to throw a quick shout out to all you Kansas City fans. Listen, congratulations on winning the Super Bowl. Also, congratulations to the Eagles fans. Listen, you guys, you didn't win, but listen, you got further than everybody else in the NFC. So keep your head up. That's next year. You guys keep moving and going. I also want to come to a point to say, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So if you have not got your cookies, cakes, and flowers and all those different things, all your love gestures, you listen, you got this. Today is it. Got to get out there and do it. Listen to my baby doll. Listen, baby, I love you. If you're watching, I want to tell you I love you, baby. Get ready for tomorrow. I'm going to love you. I'm going to wine and dine, love, kiss. Listen, we're going to have a good time. Shout out to my boy, Philip Jones on today, man. Good morning to you all the way in California, man. Want to say good morning to you. Excited today. Listen, we have an exciting show today. We're talking about sacrifice. Sacrifice equals success. So we're excited about this today because listen, whatever you desire to do, whatever you desire to have, whatever desire to be, listen, above normal, above average, above being mediocre, being above just just being adequate. Listen, it's gonna require sacrifice in order for you to get above or break free from the norm, from what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is having. And so the thing is, for me, is this: in my mind, I look at when I was on dialysis and I walked in and I was so terrified, and I was looking at all these people on dialysis, and everybody looked like they were the walking dead, and everybody looked like there was no hope, and everybody looked like life was over. And I'm a guy that loves life. Now, at the time, I was going through some things in my mind, thinking that I was going to die because everyone that had polycystic kidney disease in my family, when they went on dialysis, they all died. And so now it was my turn. And so me looking and seeing, but then there had to be something in myself to say, listen, I don't want to look like this. I don't want to be like this. I don't want my life to be like this. I don't want to be the walking dead. But there had to be something different that I can do so that I don't be or live or exude this negative energy, or to feel like there's no answers from me. Because in my day, when I was on dialysis, we didn't have like the internet. We didn't have all this help. We didn't have where you can click and find and get encouragement and strip. We didn't have all of that. And so it had to come to a place in my mind. I said, I want to do something greater. So there had to be a sacrifice in what I had to do in order to get to where I was and started living life. And so I want to say this right here, because a sacrifice, it means to surrender or give up something for the sake of something else. And so the reality is, if you want to do better, to be better, to have more, that means that sacrifice, listen, it is detrimental. It has got to happen. You cannot do it unless you sacrifice. If you want better health, if you want a better marriage, if you want to become better financially stable, there's some things that you got to do that's not like everybody else. Why do we think that the rich is the 1%? Because they're the ones that are taking the risk. They're the ones that's making sacrifices, the ones who are standing and doing. I'm going to say this from me. A sacrifice is not easy. Why? Because it's personal. It's one-on-one. It's you and you. And when you're looking at sacrifice, no, it's not easy. And so when I look at myself and what I desire to be, have, and do in life, I look at myself in order for me to be, I'm a trainer. I'm a personal trainer. That's what I do. I train people on dialysis. I got to look a certain way. Because with that, right, I'm my own billboard. I got to be in a place to make sure that my health is right, that my body is right, so that when people look at me, they won't say, okay, yeah, I trust him to be able to train me. I trust him to be able to coach me. And so when you look at that, that means some things that I can't eat. There's some things I got to do even when I don't feel like it. When everybody's eating this, I can't eat this. And when I don't feel like going to the gym, I still got to go to the gym. With me being a counselor and the things that's going on, listen to different people and problems and things that's going on in everybody else's life, because sometimes I have a hard time myself, but I got to make the sacrifice myself. And so whatever it is that you desire to do, be and have, looking at maybe you got to save, you may have to go back to school, you may have to educate, because I want you to understand this. Your hopes and your dreams, your desires, your aspirations, they don't care how you feel. Your dreams and your hopes and desires, they don't care what you're going through. They don't care whether you're tired or not. They don't care if you're scared or not. They don't care how bad your day have been. Your complaints and your excuses. Listen, your dreams don't care about your complaints and your excuses. Therefore, it has to be sacrificed to say, listen, in the midst of the complaint, in the midst of whatever is going on, I'm going to have to make the sacrifice with my time, with my talent, and my treasure. So that means that you've got to make time. So if you're going to lose weight and go to the gym or whatever, that means that you got to make time to exercise. You got to make time to meal prep. When you're looking at trying to get your health back, you got to make time to read. You got to make time to invest. You got to make time to save. All these different things are happening. And so when you're looking at your time and your talent, that means to put the work in. That means that you've got to do it and not expecting somebody else to do it. Even when you don't feel like, there's no days off when it comes to sacrifice. You got to put in the work, because understand, it's about how bad do you want it. Then it comes to your treasure. You've got to invest in you. If you don't invest in you, nobody else will. You got to invest in, whether it be books, whether it be going back to school, whether it's investing in counseling, investing in time with your spouse, your children, working harder on your job, whatever that thing is, it's up to you to do it, to sacrifice time, talent, and treasure. There's 24 hours in a day, and it's easy for us to say, I don't have time. You do have time somewhere, because sacrifice is this. Sometimes you got to sacrifice sleep. Man, that was a hard one for me, still a hard one for me. So because I understand what I desire to do, have, and be in life, that means that some days I might not get the 5 or 6 hours of sleep. I might get 2, I might get 3, but I got to put the work in to make it happen, because I want something beyond the norm. I want something beyond just being average. Don't want to live a life that's mediocre. While everybody else is doing dialysis, let me be the exception to be the place to say, listen, everybody else except me is living a great life while I'm on dialysis. Let me be the exception when they tell us that it can't be done. Let it be me. And the mindset of understanding sacrifice is this. It's that I will not allow the word impossible to tell me that I can't be it, I can't do it, and I can't have it. Because I understand, if somebody said that nobody will be able to fly in a plane, but look at it. Somebody said it's impossible to drive a car, but look at it. Impossible to get rid of the diseases. Look at it. Impossible to be the first person or the first man, the first black person or whatever, but look at it. It took sacrifice to do it, and you can do it too. The sacrifice is required to be above average. It's required to be above mediocre, above or normal. If you want to be great in life, it's going to take sacrifice. You're going to have to give more, going to have to do more. You got to do more than normal. You got to have to be in a place to say, even when it comes to people that you may love to be around, love to hang around. Person that I'm training right now, she loves wine. And the thing is for her, she said, listen, I'm trying to get my weight down. And everybody I hang around, they love to drink wine. I'm not no alcoholic, but I love to understand where my weight is coming from. And everybody around her is saying, why you not drinking? You got to drink, you got to drink, you got to drink, you got to drink, you got to drink. But she's saying, listen, I'm going to do my water right here. And understanding, and in the 3 weeks through the training in her eating habits, she's lost 14 pounds. Wow, let's go, let's go. And so that's what I'm trying to say about the sacrifice. What is it that you desire in life to do, to have, and to be? Is going to take sacrifice. It's going to be uncomfortable. But let me tell you, you can do it because it's what you truly desire. Sacrifice is required. I said that for relationships. It's required for bettering whatever capacity life that you desire to be in life, whatever it is, whatever. Sacrifice is required. It's not caring about how you look before people. Wow, that's a good one. It's because when you do this, everybody's not going to be in your side. Everybody's not going to be pushing you up the hill, because now you're doing different than the circle. Now you become, what's the word? Going against the grain. You become to say sometimes it looks embarrassing. I remember when I went back into the gym, and big as I am, I'm 230 pounds, and I'm still this way today because of the kidney in me, because I got the kidney transplant. When I was in there with dialysis, I couldn't go in there lifting all this weight. So while somebody was in there lifting, boom, all this heavy weight, and they curling. They had 40 pounds, 50 pounds, just curling. And then for me, I had my little 10 pounds sitting right here, and I was smaller than them, but they looked at me like I was crazy. But I understood I can't lift like you. But in order for me to get my health, I understand this right here is what I'm going to need. These 20 pounds, these 10 pounds. And even today, that's what I do. Listen, we'll get into that as we go on. But it's about the sacrifice, not worrying about how people look at you, how they say about you, what you're talking about. It may be embarrassing, but understand, because you're now saving. I remember my wife and I, when we got our first house, I'm going to work, and we're trying to save these thousands of dollars. So I'm going to work with the same brown bag, and I ate oodles of noodles, and I had ham sandwich. And I did this for months, every day, oodles of noodles and a ham sandwich. Oodles of noodles, ham sandwich. Oodles of noodles, ham. Now I got laughed at, I got joked on, and however, but listen, after those two months, I was in a house. And the same ones that was laughing at me, seeing now I'm in a house. But it took the sacrifice, the same brown greasy bag going to work. But understand, it paid off with the sacrifice. Your sacrifice, this is what it does. It shows you and others how bad do you really want what you say you want. You can say you want it, but if you're not willing to put the work in, if you're not willing to sacrifice, it ain't going to happen. Because sacrifice equals success. So go get your life. Life is out there waiting on you. It's going to happen for you. Don't give up. Don't quit. Sacrifice. Overcome the setbacks, because you're going to make it happen. I did. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for watching. Go to Amazon.com. Get the book, Dialysis is Not Your Life. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. Fred Hill, Dialysis is Not Your Life. Listen, you guys have a great week. We'll talk to everyone on Monday. Be blessed. Bye-bye.
Awesome, Mr. Hill. Awesome, awesome. And a lot of y'all probably said oodles and noodles and ham sandwich. Listen, oodles and noodles and a bologna sandwich that got us through plenty of nights. Sometimes parents didn't come home at night, working late. You know, you may be at auntie house. Auntie didn't come home working late, whatever the case may be. So don't dismiss the oodles and noodles and sandwich. You know, but Fred Hill did the smart math person thing for me. When he said sacrifice equals success. So how I do it is determination plus sacrifice equals committed. And it just all still kind of goes together, because when you sacrifice something, it shows that you're determined to make something happen. And when you're determined to make something happen, it means that you're full in committed to making sure that it gets done the way that it needs to get done. And so I just want you all to know that when you put your best foot forward 100% of the time, you can never be disappointed with how things turn out, because you know that you put your all into whatever it is that you were putting your all into. You never can sit there and let somebody talk you down. You got to be smart about these things. Um, just and smart decision making. On top of that, I mean, Fred did the right thing, man. He cut his spending habits, and and figured out a way to elevate himself, to elevate his family, to put himself in a house, to be able to take care of his. That's what a man, what a grown up does. Not just necessarily a man, but a grown up in general, man, woman, whatever the case may be. You sacrifice for your family, and so once those sacrifices, what you're determined to get done and make happen, become more clear to you. And once it becomes clear to you, then that's when you can say to yourself, I'm committed to this. I'm gonna go all in. I'm about to get this 150%. There's no stopping me once I start. It's a pattern. It's the reason why the equation goes determination plus sacrifice equals committed. It's like a domino effect. You knock one down, you knock the other one down, you knock the other one down, it's a wrap. So, hey, y'all have a blessed week. I just want to throw my little 2 cents at you. Fred Hill, appreciate you as always. Dallas is not your life family, appreciate you. Second Chance family, appreciate you. Why not? And kidney care coaches definitely appreciate you. Hey, get ready, March 9th. We'll be having the World Kidney Day webinar with Dr. Sharika Brookins and Chef Lana Carroll. Dr. Brookins will be talking about advancements within the kidney world, and Chef Lana will be doing a cooking demonstration. Don't know what on yet. Um, we'll all be surprised. And then also on March 30th, we'll be having our FSGS conference. We're in the process of finishing up the last details of that. So announcement of who will be presenting at that conference will be coming out within the next week or two. We're definitely looking forward to that. We've been planning this for a minute, so definitely excited about that conference is going to be. But you're not going to want to miss whether you are FSGS patient or non-FSGS patient. You're not going to want to miss this informative webinar conference, because it's going to be power packed with some great professionals, nutritional patient panel, um, nephrologists. They're bringing it for you. So definitely save the date, March 30th at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and get ready to go. We coming. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday night and a wonderful week. God bless you all. See you all next week.